Ding Liren, you are the first Chinese player to make it to the candidates. How does it feel?
Yeah, I feel very happy after today's win. Today is it's a long day and a very tough battle. In the first game of the Rapid, I was much better and close to winning. I just need to find one more key move to win. I think it's King D8 instead of Rook HC4 to protect the Rook, and then to find the time to take the F3, take the pawn on F3.
What went wrong for him in the opening of the first game?
A4 is very rare. Maybe it's normal to play Queen C2 immediately. After A4, I have Knight C6 and Knight A5, this idea to protect the pawn. Then I think my move, Queen D5 and Rook Bishop D7 is also strong. I checked with computer briefly after the second game, and it said my play was very well in the first half of the game, and I got a very big advantage.
Yes, you made all the best moves in the position.
Yes. Maybe Queen F5 not so strong. He can play Knight G5, maybe Bishop C6 stronger. But anyway, I played very well.
And where exactly did you go wrong and give him counterplay?
I think it started with Rook HC4. I want to control the B4 square, but he play Rook B2 and then check, then he can play Knight B4 anyway. After that, I was a little bit confused.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, it's already very complicated, and I didn't know how to go. After that, after I take on A5, I think the win, but he found Knight C7. Yeah, it's the only move in the position, and after that, I didn't have a clear win. I don't know if the position is winning or not, but he defended very well afterward. Then the position become draw.
In the time pressure, when both of you had very less time, Wesley was banging the clock. You were playing very slowly. Was his hitting the clock hard affecting you? Were you getting disturbed?
A little, yes. I know he's very nervous during that point, and he wants to concentrate on the position. Yeah. But I just want to play at my usual style, and but during on several occasions I also press the clock very hard, but after that I just press it slowly. But anyway, the position he defends very well, and the position drew.
And when you drew the first game, you knew that you were winning. How were you feeling at that point?
Of course, I was very upset. I just can't focus on the next game. I just thought where I missed the win in the first game, and it's especially unpleasant when he surprised me with this DC in the second game. Normally he plays H6 and I prepared it, but he played DC and I didn't check it today. And I didn't know how to continue. I don't want to go to the main line, but I played A3 and he played very well, and the position already equal or slightly easier to play for black, I think. If I were black, I will continue to play, but he accepts the draw offered by me.
You think you offering a draw at that point was a good decision by you?
Yeah, now I think it's a very clever decision.
But between the first and the second game, you were sitting in the hall and you had your eyes closed. What were you thinking?
I didn't think too much. I just want to have a rest and just I want to recover from the first game, but it didn't. I didn't. Yeah.
Did you speak to anyone after the first game?
Xujun, my coach Xujun told me that I missed a win. I know, but so that made me a little bit more upset.
Okay, and after the first two games ended in a draw, we went to the 10 minutes and 10 seconds increment. And the first game, what do you think? What happened there?
Yeah, of course, the most important one during that match. I played my normal opening moves, and he played queen b5. Then the position become complicated, and I didn't have a very good way to protect the pawn. So I tried to play something. I tried to get the initiative by sacrifice the pawn. I played rook a5, and it paid off. After some move, he takes the pawn. Then, when I go back to the room, I checked with this game, and the computer said rook b5 not so good. I should take on b3 first, then rook b5. It's an equal game. But I didn't want to give him some extra option to play something like rook a3 or something like this. So I played rook b5 first, but I missed knight g5. It's a very interesting idea. I missed it. Fortunately, I had knight f2. Yes, it's very important. After this, even if he's better, I still have a lot of compensation. And my play is simple, I think. He had to regroup the pieces, but his move knight h3 is not so good. And after that, he offered me a draw. And during that time, I had much time on the clock. I had around 7 or 8, and he had just only 2 or 3 minutes, I think. So, and the position, I think, is already promising for black. So I declined the draw offer. And after that, after some exchanges, we landed in a position there. It's hard to defend with white. My pieces are very ideally placed. Yes. And
you missed this opportunity with bishop into d4, yes?
Yes, maybe. After queen e4, queen d3, I have bishop d4, but it's very difficult. And I think when I play queen e1, I think I can take the pawn on d4 several moves later. And then after I take the pawn, I found it after queen d5 was difficult to defend for him. And after queen c6, I thought it should be winning because his queen is lost. And I want to keep it simple by protecting the f7, pawn on f7, but maybe I can play better, but after that the pawn is lost anyway. But I think the position is still winning for black. And he should place the rook on f4 immediately.
Were you confident that you could win the queen versus rook endgame?
Yes. After the pawn has been exchanged, yes.
Because there were instances like one game by Peter Swidler where he couldn't, I think, win against.
Yes, but after the pawn has exchanged the position, my position of the king is very good, and he just had a little move to play. And finally, I found a very interesting move, check with queen, and then he cannot avoid to lose the rook.
So once you had the lead in the match, you were white in the second game,
Yeah.
and your opponent played the Benoni.
Mm.
What was going through your mind then?
Yes. After the first game with black, I was very confident, and I thought I shouldn't lose. And when I saw the opportunity to take the pawn with e pawn, I just go for it without hesitation, because it makes the position more balanced and more close. And I just played the nature moves, and he didn't create much counterplay on the king side, I think. And I think my position is very solid throughout the game, and finally I gave up my bishop pair to
Opposite colored bishops. Yeah?
Yes, I got the, and I think the draw anyway. Yeah.
So what is your assessment of your opponent Wesley So? How strong is he, and what do you think?
Yes, I think he's very strong, especially in queenless ending. Just in the first game or in the second one, he defends. Although he also has some inaccuracy, but his plan to defend is very good. And in the first one, I just misjudged the position by exchanging the queen. I should just develop my pieces to let him to exchange. Yes. So I missed his very strong idea by play rook a3 and knight e3, c4. I only thought that he may play b4 break, but he want to double in the rook on a5, then regrouping the pieces after that to play b4. So he has very good understanding in such queenless endgame. Yeah.
And now you go into the finals. You have made it to the candidates. Before this round, you said you have nothing to lose. Now, what do you feel?
Of course, but although I said I have nothing to lose, but I was also very nervous before the game. I saw in the ChessBase website that my winning odds is only just 25%. Yes, so it's very low. But I think my strength is much better than the than the word says.
So you think your rating of 27, I think 85 or something around that is less, and you can be much better, like about 2800?
No, I think I'm much better to the um, votes there.
Votes, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
votes. Yeah.
Okay, and so how are you planning to celebrate your victory today?
Yes, I will have Chinese to go to Chinese restaurant and
But that you
with
do
my
every day?
coach. No, yesterday I didn't.
Okay.
Yes, but nothing unusual, I think. Maybe I was so happy that I cannot sleep well tonight, but apart from that, nothing unusual.
And who would you prefer playing in the finals, Aronian or MVL? They are playing the Blitz right now.
Yes, according to my previous encounter with them, I saw well against Aronian. Yeah, I had about +2 or +3 against him, and my score against the Russia is very bad. Yeah,
So you prefer Aronian.
maybe.
And last question, Ding, you are now into the candidates. You are the first Chinese player to do so.
Yeah.
Do you think you have announced your arrival into the world of top chess, like really the top, like Magnus Carlsen and Vishy Anand and Aronian and all these players?
Yes. Just, but I haven't get used of this such a surrounded by many fans and just make some noise. I didn't get used of it, and I think not so much will be changed. Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the best for the finals and also for the candidates
Yeah.
in 2018.
Thank you.